Eckerson. But before I ask him to come up, I'd like to ask his evaluator, Aniket, to share his objectives of the speech.
Gary is reviewing the CC manual, and his speech is the Project 5, Your Body Speaks. The objective of the speech are to use stance, movement, gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact to convey your message. Express your message and achieve your speech purpose using body language and smooth movements. The time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. That's the hand.
Again, you're speaking from project number 5 for the CC manual, Competent Communication. Your body speaks, the target speech is miles willing. So looking forward to your speech. Come on up, Gary.
Today I'm going to try to recreate a speech that was done about 50 years ago. 50 years ago, like I did. I'll tell you who he was when I get done with my speech. Yeah, it's about the mile relay, and if you've been in track and field, you know what a mile relay is, everybody? There's 4 guys that run the race, a quarter mile each, right? And they have a baton and they go quarter each. And this is what it is, okay? Now this could have happened to me, and maybe it did happen to me. I'll tell you that at the end too. Okay, but this is going to be recreating what he talked about. Okay, I wanted to play baseball for my high school team. I was getting ready to go into college. I've never played baseball for my high school team. I played Babe Ruth League, Little League, senior league, but never for my high school. But I was 3 weeks late. They'd already picked their team out. They'd already had the uniforms ordered. I went to the coach's office. I said, "Coach, sorry I'm late. I began the team, Coach. I'm a pretty good player. I've always played outside, but I really want to play for the team. I know I'm late." And he looked at me, and he kind of gave me a look of disgust. He said, "Where were you 3 weeks ago, Ackerson? I've already selected the team. I've already ordered uniforms. I'm sorry, I can't put you on the team, son. Maybe the track and field, they still have some openings over there. You might want to check with them." So I was kind of mad, kind of frustrated. But I went over the track and field coach because I wanted to be on a team. And I was excited about being on some team. But I was finally goes off work. When the track and field coach, I said, "Coach, do you have any openings? I'm sorry I'm late." He says, "Actually, we do need a shot putter. You want to be shot putter?" I said, "Okay, sure, I'll be shot putter." And so I was on the team. Now keep in mind, I weighed 130 pounds, if you can believe that. Back then, 130 pounds dripping wet. I wasn't much of a shot putter. I didn't win very much, but I was on the team. That was the important thing. I had friends on the team. Girls on the team. I was really excited about being on the team. So we were in our 3rd or 4th track meet, and the coach came by again. He said, "Hey, Gary, Keith, the guy that runs the anchor leg for the mile relay, he just pulled a muscle in his leg." I said, "What did we do, Coach? Up him off the field or what?" He said, No, that's what I want to talk to you about, Gary. I've seen you run in the morning. You're out here every morning. You're practicing. You're getting faster and faster. I think you're as fast or faster than anybody on the team. He said, "I think you could be the anchor relay today, anchor leg for the mile relay." And I looked at him. I said, "Coach, all due respect, have you been drinking?" He said, "Coach," he said, "Gary, listen, there's 4 guys on the team. Their first guy runs a 56. We run a 51. That's 5 seconds. The second guy runs a 54. We run a 50 flat. Same with the third guy. They're the 4 or 5 seconds." He says, "By the time you get the baton, you're going to have a 150-yard lead. You could walk the first 100 yards and still beat this guy at the tape. Now, is that cool looking or what?" And I said, "Well, yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good, Coach." So I wandered back out there to the girls, and I said, "I'll probably have to anchor the mile relay today." Well, I'll probably do. I could run backwards the first 100 yards and still beat this guy, But they said, "You're not that good." I go, "You watch me." So we're getting ready for the race. I met with the 3 guys I was going to run with. They all accepted me. And our first runner, his name was Josh Colbreth. Josh started us out with the first quarter mile, and he was beautiful. He had a beautiful stride. He was going choop, choop, choop all the way through. He had 20, 30, 40. He probably had a 70-yard lead when he came in. And I just said, "Come on in, Josh." And he came in. He handed the baton off to Dale. Dale Spence has got a funny way of running. His legs are hanging out, and his arms are hanging out, and you run behind him thinking he's going to drop, and that's how you finish up behind him. Very fast. He's very fast. He added 50 yards to our lead. We had like about a 120-yard lead at that point. The third guy turned around and looked at me and said, "I'm going to lap this guy if I can." And I said, "You're not going to lap anybody. Just run your race. Please be cool." He took the baton, and he took off like a firecracker. He really was trying to lap this guy. And he ran on the first turn, his left arm come up and he banged his leg and the baton shot up in the air, about 60 feet. Now, he's looking up there waiting for the baton to come down, turns around, looks at me and starts laughing. I go, you're not funny, dude. Pick up the baton and run the race. And he tries to catch it. It bounces off his chest and across the track. So the other guys come, they make the exchange, they passed him up. He's over there trying to pick up the damn baton. He picked it up finally, looks up, and now it's a race. Now they're 40 yards ahead of him. He catches them in like the fourth turn. And now I see that when I get the baton, it's going to be even up. Which is thrilling for me because I've already wiped out the part where I run backwards the first 100 yards. I look at the guy I got to run against, he's 6'6". 6 feet of which happen to be nothing but legs, I swear. Like 2 legs on the platform, and put the head on top of it. So I said, I'm not about to look bad though. I got a hold card. I'm not going to look bad. First time I feel I'm looking bad, I'm going to pull up lame. Because I've been practicing that. I'm going to fake an injury. It's going to go, oh! So that's what my plan was. We both took the baton and we took off. And I'm running right beside this guy. He's going shoot, 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 and I'm going shoot, 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 shoot. He had long legs and I had short legs. And I'm checking everything out. How you doing? Shoulders, we're okay. Legs, we're fine, sir. No problem, no problem. Lungs, no problem, sir. And coming around the first turn, the man at the PA system says, ladies and gentlemen, during the anchor leg for the Peterson Pirates is Gary Epperson. Now, I had never heard my name over the PA before in my life. And if you think I'm going to run second after the man said my name, you must be high. I pulled out around that guy, passed him on the turn to show you how dumb I am. Because in order to pass somebody on the turn, you only have to run twice as far, you have to run twice as fast. And I beat him by 5 yards on the turn. I know I beat him by 5 yards because I slowed down and looked at him. And when I did that, the crowd went, ooh. Now, I've been to relays before. I know that when the crowd says, ooh, somebody must be running. Well, if they think that's as fast as I can run, they must be high. Because I pulled out. And I'm going to skip this part. Wait. Pull that. That's your turn. Okay. Anyway. Oh, I forgot something. What did I say? I already said the part about passing on. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm letting everything hang out on the race. I'm trying to beat this guy. And, oh, shoot. Anyway, I'm trying to beat him, and the man at the PA left his PA on. He says, hey, that's Gary Epperson can really run. And I yelled out, you're damn right I can run. And I'm letting it all hang out now. And the guy passed me by, and he said, the crowd went, ooh, again, and I made it in the race. The last 100 yards, there's a thing called rigor mortis. You know what rigor mortis is? It's a tightening up of your muscles. My leg froze. I couldn't even move. I couldn't even limp. They laid me out in the infield. Everybody was laughing, even the girls. And the coach came by holding his stomach. He said, oh, Gary, that was so funny. And that's the end of the story. That was a stretch, ladies and gentlemen. That was a stretch for me. But I wanted to share that with you today. I've always wanted to do it. And thank you for listening. This is a story about laughter. If I would have done it with a little more vocal variety, it would have been even funnier. You've heard it. It's done by Bill Cosby. 50 years ago, before he had all that stuff. He was a young kid, just married, very funny. And in high school, it was a humorous thing. I want you guys to see this as a symbol of laughter. So that's what my speech was today. Thank you very much.